Okay, now let's graph y equals negative log base 2 of x minus 1. And we'll get started by graphing y equals log base 2 of x and making the appropriate changes to arrive at this graph. So we know that we have an asymptote along the y-axis. Then the graph passes through 1, 0. Then we go to 2, 1, 4, 2, and 8, 3. And just try to make a smooth curve here. That wasn't too terrible. And over here, we're going to approach the x-axis, but actually never touch it because we have an asymptote there. Just to illustrate, let's draw a line there. Okay, that wasn't too terrible. Great. Now what happens? We have negative log base 2 of x. The negative outside will actually just flip the graph and reflect it on the x-axis. So this point is going to come down here. That point is going to come down there. This one will come over here. And everything else is just going to be reflected. So it's just going to become a line that looks like this. Except that it's going to be a nicer curve, of course, because I can't draw that well. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so that's just y equals negative log base 2x. But we have the minus 1 there as well. What will that do? Well, it will just shift the function down by 1 unit. So this point's going to come down here. That one will come over there. So that was 4, negative 2 becomes 4, negative 3. And that was 8, negative 3 become 8, negative 4. And again, I'm going to try to draw a smooth curve. And that is our final graph. So that's y equals, note of course that it's going to look a little bit curvier than this, right? So that's negative log base 2x minus 1. And that's it. Now, one important observation I can make is that note that there's no brackets around these guys, right? If we had this completely different to negative log 2x minus 1, big difference there. If that were the case, we would actually be shifting the red function to the right by 1 unit instead of down. But we're going to work on a couple questions like this as well, and hope you enjoy our other videos.